All right, can I read something to you?
Maybe. Send it.
Pickleball is causing PTSD, mental disorders, and one guy claims it's about to cause his divorce. It's the latest target of legacy media like the New York Times and New York Post and a bunch of others. And now there's even activist groups who are forming to stop its spread. The noise is so bad, apparently, and that's what the issue is, the noise, that one woman installed a $35,000 set of hurricane force windows. It's like listening to an AK-47, said one guy. One Reddit user described it as audible cancer. A little aggressive. At 85 decibels, which is within like 80 feet, it's 85 decibels. The sound of a ball hitting a paddle is about as noisy as a power tool, an alarm clock, or freeway traffic. At an average of 750 pops per hour per court, residents near parks with 6 courts are dealing with about 45,000 pops per day. 45,000. It's a lot. Victims, I put that in quotes, are claiming it's causing them everything from PTSD to, as we alluded to earlier, divorce. This one guy's actually saying, I'm angry all the time because of how noisy the pickleball courts are near me, and we're about to get a divorce because of it. It's definitely not because this guy's got his own other issues. A guy who claimed it was causing him splitting headaches and elevated blood pressure is suing the Homeowners Association for $300,000 in damages. The San Francisco wife of a tech executive recently led a campaign to shut down her local pickleball courts, claiming they're disturbing not only the community's peace and quiet, but also the wildlife. And then it was discovered that she's selling her home. Guess how much the home is worth?
I have no idea. A lot?
36 million.
Oh, that's a lot.
Guess
I'll
what she
buy it.
has in her home?
A pickleball court.
That's right. A karaoke court, a karaoke room that opens up into a pickleball court. Meanwhile, she's complaining that pickleball courts are a disturbance to the community, and she's leading a campaign against them. So she got justifiably ripped online when people realized that that was the case. Conflicts between pickleball enthusiasts and homeowners are popping up all over the country. There's an activist group now, the Pickleball Noise Relief, and it's primarily a Facebook group. They are dedicated to just preventing court installation and shutting down courts that are within 600 feet of homes. A lot of courts are within 600 feet of homes. Some say it's all overblown, like me, that most of these people are just haters, former tennis players, or they've just got nothing better to do. For whatever reason, they just hated pickleball from the get-go. And this is the thing they've aligned themselves with because, they need to feel important. That's it. Okay. So that's the end of it. What's your take on this pickleball noise issue? I feel like it's coming up more and more. We've got Owl Pickleballs. There's this paddle company that just launched with their silence. Like if you go to Pickleball Central, there's a whole quiet category. There's these guys developing quieter balls. It seems to be more and more common that people are trying to find solutions that don't entail just completely removing courts or not building them in the first place. But I don't know. I think this is like a trend that is growing and could like significantly impact the growth of pickleball overall. But what's your take on this? Think it's overblown?
I mean, I think it's going to be a problem in certain communities. I don't think it's going to be an overall problem. I think I don't know. I think that the game has enough momentum and enough good stuff behind it that like dealing with the sound is not going to be that big of a deal. But maybe I'm wrong. I think this Facebook group. Do we have any idea how many people are in this Facebook group?
We can look right now. I know it's like a few hundred, approaching 1,000. Let me see. So we actually wrote an article. So we interviewed the woman.
It has 870 members.
Yeah. And I wonder what that was like, a month ago. Like how fast is it growing? We wrote an article on it. So we interviewed this woman and we kind of got her perspective. So Jason on our team very much was like, took her side and thought, hey, we actually have a problem here and it's time for us to recognize it. Whereas I'm on a side of like, listen, I've lived in homes with a pickleball court right outside the door and it's never disturbed me, not once. And it seems to me most cases it's just people who don't have anything better to do. You think it's like justified for people to be complaining? Do you think it makes sense that there's actually a group, like a Facebook group of 870 people who are out to prevent the installation of courts?
I mean, like, yeah, I would be probably not super stoked about it if my court was right next, or my house is right next to it. Um, I just don't know if it's like an overall enormous issue, like case by case. Yeah, sure. But like, do we really need like an activist group for this?
Dude, it sounds like an AK-47.
Oh, give me a break.
They're like, yeah, it's causing like mental harm, mental disorders, and there's this whole thing on like learned helplessness,
Oh
which is
boy.
apparently like if you just hear a repeating obnoxious noise over and over again, it essentially causes like depression and anxiety. So, I mean, they're claiming that there's like actual mental and physical impacts of having a pickleball court near your home.
I mean, like I said, I don't want to live next to a pickleball court, but like, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think is the outcome here for this? For once, I don't really have that big of an opinion on
Yeah, I can
this.
tell you're not. You're a little disinterested in this, but we got to have hot takes, dude. It's a podcast.
Your
Uh,
turn then. I've always got the hot takes.
well, I like that Jason on our team kind of took this perspective of, hey, you know what? She's right. There's a lot of validity to this argument, and we as pickleballers need to be more cognizant of this, because there are these people complaining when pickleball courts go into their communities, and potentially it actually does disrupt their daily lives. And the initial reaction for most pickleball people is to just kind of like dismiss it and be like, on with the show. We're going to build these courts. And he thought that, people just need to be a little bit more thoughtful when it comes to this stuff and, put yourself in that person's shoes. I like that he took that approach because I'm on the complete opposite side.
There we go. You get to play devil's advocate with your own writer. I like it.
And I wrote an article maybe 2 years ago, back when I was still writing articles, basically just like ripping one of these articles apart. And it was the first one that we had really seen where somebody was addressing this topic at length. And now we're seeing these articles like pretty consistently. There's probably validity if you are, within 200 feet, which is rare. Um, and so I can kind of get where these people are coming from to kind of dedicate your life to, taking down the construction of pickleball courts. And to be fair to the leader of this group, she said, we're very clearly not anti pickleball. I like pickleball. It's just that it actually does have negative impacts on people who own homes near them. I saw one article uh, assert that it's devaluing the homes in the area. I'm like, I think that's the complete opposite. It's actually
Right.
increasing
You
home
just need to
value.
change your marketing. You start
Yeah.
marketing that, hey, this house
Yeah.
has a pickleball court right next to it. Like, you're gonna have some people who are like, okay, I'm out, and then some people who
Yeah.
are like, shut up and take my money,
Yeah.
right?
Can I tell you about something?
Please.
Olakai?
Yeah,
You know this brand?
I do know this brand. I'm pretty sure I read an ad for them before.
It's a Hawaiian-inspired lifestyle brand, best known for their insanely comfortable footwear. Go to the last episode when we were in studio. You see me wearing the shoes. They're very cool, great for on-court and off-court. It's called the Anow shoe. It's designed specifically for pickleball with a focus on airy breathability, lateral stability, and multi-directional traction and comfort both on and off the court. They feature a non-marking sole for indoor and outdoor pickleball courts with a design inspired by cauliflower coral that is found through Hawaii's ocean waters. The purchase of every Olakai product gives back to Hawaiian nonprofits. Look for their new limited edition print, and now it is on their site. It's live. You can go check it out, and that is olakai.com, and try a pair for yourself.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, rather had